Third quarter offense, it had been struggling for a while. You hadn't scored a touchdown since week 5. How good did it feel to go out there and really ram it down their throats and being able to score an opening?
Yeah, I thought it was good for us to play consistent football on offense, and all 4 quarters I thought we moved the ball pretty well. There were a lot of good things up front, and we made some plays downfield. So, overall, I thought it was a great performance.
When Mike Williams makes a catch like that, what kind of goes through your mind?
I don't know how anyone else does anything like that. He's about as special as it gets, and I wasn't able to watch the replay on the video board, and so we got up to the line of scrimmage just to get a play off, just to make sure that maybe he was inbounds, maybe he wasn't. But I'm definitely gonna have to watch that one again. And
Justin, how do you feel about not just 10 wins, but momentum? Is that important? Do you believe in momentum going into the playoffs?
I think it's always important to be playing your best football at the end of the year. And I think there's still plenty of room for improvement for us offensively, defensively, and special teams. But I really liked what I saw from the defense today, the special teams as well. All 3 phases, I thought there were some good things. And we'll watch the film tomorrow, but we'll keep looking to get better and heading into the next one.
What does it do for momentum?
Running game, as far as how it's evolved from the beginning of the season to where it is now, as far as the fluidity of the offense, where do you see it? Is it close to where you envision yourself as a quarterback in this offense?
I think that's what we're much more used to seeing from those guys. And Austin Eckler, Josh Kelly, they've been running the ball all year. And so, it's great to see those long plays, those explosive plays in the run game. And, I think that opens up our play action passes. And I think the offensive line have done a great job all year. So, just a lot of respect for those guys battling today.
What does it do?
The O-line, when you have a guy like Austin Eckler making these big run plays and the O-line really helping him out, how much of a relief is that to you?
I think it's great for our offense. If we're able to run the ball and throw the ball, I think that's the balanced attack that we're going for. And, we think really highly of our offensive line, of our running backs. And so to see that today, we're not surprised by the success at all.
What does it do for momentum, confidence within a drive or within a game when Mike makes a one-handed catch like that or when Keenan makes a big play?
I think it's huge knowing that you've got those guys out there. They're 2 of the best receivers in the game, and to have those guys out there on the field, it opens up so much more for our offense. And we know that, hey, on third down, we've got to find those guys because they're going to beat man coverage. They're going to understand where to sit in zone coverage, and they're really smart. They're athletic, talented. So to have those guys on the field, it definitely helps us.
You talked about making the adjustments, obviously, at halftime and playing really strong in the third. What kind of adjustments do you make at halftime?
We just talked about keeping the ball moving. I thought we did some really good things in the first half, and the offensive line was battling and had some explosive plays. But to keep that going into the third quarter and fourth quarter, and so to see those explosive plays happen in the second half, I thought that was great for our offense.
Does it kind of feel like a chess match when you're out there against Bobby Wagner and Jalen Ramsey, 2 of the best at their positions?
Yeah, they're 2 of the best in the game, and to go up against those guys, it's always a great opportunity. I've got so much respect for them as defenders, as teammates, and as people, and they're tough to play against. So we've had to watch a lot of film on those guys to have our best week.
Obviously, moving forward now, you guys have one more game before the playoffs. Do you kind of feel like these 2 games are kind of tune-up matches before you guys go in there into your first playoff as a quarterback?
I think it's always a great opportunity for us to play football and to get better. We attacked it this week with the same mentality as every week. It's the most important game because it's the next one. And so the same mindset this week. We'll watch the film on this one. We'll get better. We'll start game planning for Denver. So it's always a great opportunity to keep playing football.
Austin has 38 touchdowns in the last 32 games. What does that say? I mean, he's just getting in the end zone almost at will. What have you seen from him in these last 2 years?
Mm-hmm. He's incredibly talented, and he works harder than anyone. So he deserves everything and all the hard work that he's put in over the past couple of years. And it's been an honor to be his teammate, to be able to give him the ball, whether it's handing off or throwing it to him. Something special is going to happen.
Are you looking ahead to potentially get the 5th seed?
No, I think we're just focused on each game as it comes, and the next one is the most important one. So whatever happens, happens.
Justin, Connor Van Noy tweeted something earlier in the week about just kind of how people have to kind of give Brandon Staley credit now for kind of keeping you guys together during some of the tougher periods. What specifically do you feel that he did to kind of keep the group together and on the same page?
Coach Staley, he's been awesome, the past couple of years, and it's been such an honor to play for him. And he's got the respect of everyone in the locker room. And he still emphasizes the same 3 rules of commitment, competition, and relationships. And he's done such a great job of being himself and being genuine. And everyone wants to follow and play for him.
He pulled you in the fourth, so obviously the game was done to get rest. Is there any part of you that would prefer rest next week? Because this guarantees you're not going to be a 7 seed, you're for sure 6. Is the 5 seed that important versus rest?
We love playing football. Every opportunity to play football is a great opportunity. I completely trust our coaching staff, our front office, whatever they decide. I love playing football with these guys, so whatever happens, happens.
Justin, you talked about the offense still needs to make some improvements. You guys had 430 yards today. Was that really just about as complete a performance you guys have had offensively this season?
Yeah, I thought there were a lot of good things from our offense today. I think there were a couple penalties that we can clean up, maybe some third downs that we could have converted, and one drive in the red zone that stalled out and we kicked a field goal. I think we could have been cleaner on that one, but a lot of good things and definitely stuff to watch tomorrow for.
When you look at yourself right now compared to this point last year, you were going to the playoffs last year. We know the young quarterbacks improve each year. What areas do you think you've improved in this year?
I think I've got a better understanding of the offense. I think we've done a much better job of diving deeper into the offense and of all the things that we can do, switching protections, changing plays and kills like that. But there's still plenty of room for improvement for me as a quarterback, limiting turnovers, converting on third downs. So there's a lot of room.
And you get more comfortable each year, or is that not really a factor at this point? You're several years into your career. Are you more comfortable each year?
I hope so. I think experience is the best teacher, and so every game that we go out there, there's an opportunity to learn. And so they're not always going to go to your way, but to watch the film the next day, be real with yourself, be real with the team, and get better.